Born to parents James Cook and Grace Pace, James Cook spent his early life in a village named Marton, located in Yorkshire, England. As a teenager, James took an apprenticeship in the port town of Whitby, England. There, he would travel for a few years on the collier Freelove. During this time, Cook would study algebra, geometry, trigonometry, navigation, and astronomy, all important subjects that would make him a successful leader in his later voyages. After his apprenticeship, Cook joined the British Royal Navy and because of his ability and knowledge, was soon promoted to captain. This marked the beginning of a lifetime of voyaging and discovery for Cook, as his first expedition as captain was to lead the HMS Endeavour. Leaving Plymouth Harbour in 1768, the main reason for Cook's voyage was to assert British presence and dominance in the South Seas. This first voyage took Cook to Tahiti, and what made this trip significant is that James Cook also brought scientists from the Royal Society on the voyage to keep detailed records and observations. This marked the beginning of scientific oceanography. Cook's first voyage lasted from 1768 to 1771. During this time, observations were taken of the transit of Venus across the disk of the Sun, and these measurements were important because they helped to verify calculations of planetary orbits. However, the most historically significant aspect of Cook's first voyage is that he is credited with discovering the continent of New Zealand. New Zealand was charted by Cook's men and scientists, along with the Great Barrier Reef coast of Australia and numerous small islands in the region. Not only were important maps of these distant places gained from Cook's expedition, but he was also able to establish friendly relations with the island's inhabitants, documenting their natural history and habitation of the islands. This theme of stressing the importance of scientific observation and diplomatic interactions would reappear and be a continuous goal in Cook's two succeeding voyages. His second voyage from 1772 to 1775, now promoted to commander of the ships Resolution and Adventure, would produce maps charted with Tonga and the Easter Islands, and also the discovery of New Caledonia and South Georgia, all while being the first to circumnavigate at high latitudes. Sadly, Cook never sighted the continent of Antarctica, even when sailing at 71 degrees south latitude. The last trip Cook took to explore the South Seas was from 1776 to 1779, ranking as a captain of the ships Resolution and Discovery. The original goal was to find a northeast passage above Siberia, meaning a way around Canada and Alaska from the northwest. Although Cook did not find the passage across the top of the world, he indirectly discovered the Hawaiian Islands. Friendly relations were established on his way to try to find the passage, but on the return leg of the trip, Cook stopped back in Hawaii for provisions. Cook's men angered the natives to the point where, among others, Cook was killed. Ending with tragedy, thankfully, that is not the legacy Cook's expeditions left behind. Combined, all of Cook's 3 voyages provided countless information about the ocean that was previously unknown. It is clear that no matter what boundaries Cook was given, he pushed past them to achieve an even greater purpose. That is why the quote by Cook himself is so resonant, and an excellent reminder of the drive, ambition, and precision that made Cook a memorable figure in the history of oceanography.